Hi everyone, I hope you're well, thanks for clicking on the video. They just released another Last of Us on HBO trailer. There's just so much there for us to unpack, there are so many scenes for us to dive into that I thought rather than breaking down the trailer as a whole in one video, we could go through some of the scenes that seemed most interesting to me and break them down. They've actually given us our first look into the characters that Troy Baker and Ellie Johnson will be playing in the show. They're the people that portrayed Ellie and Joel in the video game. And a few months ago I actually made a video predicting the characters I thought they could play in the show. And one of the characters I said was James, who is David's right-hand man in the video game. He's like the kid that's with David when you first meet him with Ellie. And it looks like in this screen grab that perhaps I was correct with that prediction, right? Like it looks to me like Troy Baker is David's right-hand man. I must say, while it's on the screen, David, he looks a little different than I was expecting, but for Troy Baker, I think playing James, if that is who he's playing, even if it isn't James and it's just like one of David's like gang members, I think that just makes a lot of sense for Troy Baker. And I'm excited to see Troy Baker's portrayal of like a darker character, you know what I mean? James and David and their whole crew are very twisted, right? I mean, they're fucking cannibals for Christ's sake, so I'm just interested to see Troy Baker in that light. But anyway, moving on to Ashley Johnson, even in my prediction video from a few months ago, I wasn't as sure as to like what character she could play as I was with Troy. And to think that it looks as though she's going to be playing Ellie's mum, and that just makes complete sense, and I feel kind of silly for not thinking of that as a possibility. You know, they kind of dive more into the idea of Ellie's mum and that kind of storyline more in the DLC, as well as the comic books they released, right? American Dreams. I think that's just a super fascinating concept to like dive into that in the HBO show. I'm very excited to see more of that, right? Because I didn't read the American Dreams comic books. I think there were like 4 of them. Perhaps I should do that before the HBO show comes out if I can get my hands on them. But yeah, Ashley Johnson playing Ellie's mum just makes all the sense in the world to me. Obviously she knows Ellie's traits and characteristics having played her in the video game, so to play her mum in the HBO show just makes, like, honestly, like I said, I feel silly for not thinking of that as a possibility. But that brings us to the end of the video for now, guys. Like I said earlier, there are way more scenes from the trailer that just got released that I'd like to break down, so there'll be way more videos on the way, so keep an eye out. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on those videos. If you have any thoughts and opinions on the roles that it seems as though Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson are playing, leave a comment and I'd love to get back to you when I have the time.